Hey YouTube, I'm Rob, and I'm trying to get a 315-pound strict press before I'm 40, which is 5 months left. And I got a couple questions about the training plan. Now, I will answer any questions you have in the comments, but I'm just gonna tell you, I do have a plan. It's a little vague. The weights are just gonna move up over time. I've got a little bit of 5-through-1 progression, a Shako progression, for different movements, and honestly, none of it matters. And what I mean by that is this: I am going to try as hard as I can every session while also keeping in mind recovery. I've been lifting a long time, and I have a general idea how much stimulus I need versus holding back just enough so I can survive getting to the next training session. But I also need to talk to you about rest. A lot of people take 7-day training weeks. I do not. I'm on a 9-day training week, which means, look, I'm a bigger guy. I'm also having to deal with heavier weights, and I'm a little older. So I do a 9-day training week, which is lift, rest, rest, lift, rest, rest, lift, rest, rest. It's simple. So log strict press, feet up bench, some barbell strict press, and some rows. Come on! We're warming up. I've got my squat shoes on, my soft belt, and I think this is an 82-pound empty log, and once I put 2 sets of collars of different weights, it'll be an 85-pound log, and now we're using, I think, 155. Still pretty easy, but now I've got the hard belt. We've got 195 pounds for 2 sets of 10. And those two make up the top sets for the log movement for the day. They move well enough. I'm pretty content with how these sets look. If anything, I think they're an exercise in following the plan that I had written down. And again, if I decided to deviate, I have enough expertise to do that. But I really like recovering well. So 2 sets of 10 was what I was supposed to do. 2 sets of 10 is what I did. Pretty good. 195 pounds, 2 sets of 10, done. Now, I did feel like I could do more. I also didn't love doing sets of 10. That wasn't very fun. Had more of a cardiovascular requirement than strength to me, but the weight's gonna keep going up. So next week is 200 for 2 sets of 8, and we're gonna just keep going up to 315 pounds in, I think, 13 training weeks. Remember, that's 9-day training weeks. 315. It needs to happen. It needs to, because if it doesn't, I'm 40. How many 40-year-olds are doing this? I gotta lose the tire and go, I don't know, play soccer. What do people do when they're 40? Maybe they keep lifting. Maybe I'll go for 320 pounds before I'm 41, but not until I hit 315 for 1. So Larson bench, feet up bench, whatever. That's next. 295 pounds is the top set. Let's go get it. All right, so first, look at how I'm trying to figure out, without any weight on the bar, what's comfortable, where I'm pressing from. But I went and looked to try to figure out what 40-year-old guys do. And apparently soccer's not a big activity for the 40-plus crowd. I think it's a lot of golf and some hiking and some walking and some jogging. And I'm probably just gonna keep lifting weights. But maybe a little strongman, maybe moving around a little more. We'll see. We're still warming up to our top set. So this is 245 pounds. So one thing that ends up being not my favorite with Larson bench, feet up bench, is the instability. So it ends up making it much harder to really move maximal weight and rep it out. Now I get that that's on purpose, that's by design. But there is something a little unsatisfying about not being able to do what you know you could do if your feet were down. But on the bright side, it makes it a lot easier to recover from, because my best of 315 is 13. This is 295, and I only get 10 reps. So I don't love the instability, but I get it. Strength work is done for the night, and now we're doing muscle building, bodybuilding, whatever we're gonna call it. You know, I saw a post on Reddit, on the powerlifting Reddit, a couple days ago, and there was a question, do you even really need muscle to be a good powerlifter, to be strong? And of course you do. Of course you do. And you'll find this out as you lift, because when it gets really hard, when progression just gets really hard to add 5-10 pounds to the bar, you have to get bigger muscles. And when you do, when you take some time and you get those bigger muscles, it's easy mode. Strength training after you've added muscle is so much easier, shockingly easy. In fact, the biggest secret, if you're a middling lifter, is take some fat off your body. And I'm not fat shaming. All bodies are good. All bodies are beautiful. But if you take some fat off your body and you do 12, 16 weeks of muscle building, just pumping and just sets to a near failure or failure, whatever you're gonna do, just brutal set after set after set. Light enough that you can get enough high rep sets, enough total volume in, and you actually just get bigger, you will be the same weight. And when you get back to strength training, once you get deep enough into your strength block, you're gonna go, oh, lifting's easy. So this is not a promise. No, it's not a promise. I am not a whatever it is specialist. I'm a guy lifting in his garage. And I'm telling you though, if I wanna get stronger, I need more muscle. Now, let's talk about the accessories. I've already spent way too much time on how people should gain muscle. This is the progression. This is the plan. I think this was a Kenny Patterson thing from the West Side days. Adding 5 pounds is huge. In a way, it's everything. So I'm going to do 10 sets of 5. Rows, strict press, alternating, trying to build the work capacity. And after that, I'm only gonna show you one round, but then after that, I'm gonna show you ring rows, which is something I'm gonna be adding in. And we'll see what a big guy looks like doing ring rows. It's gonna look probably easy because I do ring rows pretty easy. But let's do this now, okay? So as I said, 5 pounds have been added. This is not in fast forward motion. This is just the speed because it's a little light. Other than that, clean, which is a rough clean. So we've got 140 pounds total, and I do re-rack it despite going from a row to a clean, because part of my goal with the strict pressing is to increase the number of first reps. So these 10 sets of 5 are 10 first reps. So I got a good pump from this, a lot of sweat. All right, so here's the ring rows. And first, a little dangerous. I mean, someone could lose a tooth, I guess, but I thought I was gonna look real silly because I don't know how many times I've recorded myself doing ring rows. But genuinely, I look like a normal person. So that's a worry of mine, not always looking like a normal person. But I do 15 reps here, and then I do another set of 15 reps. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you're an amazing person. If you choose to subscribe and comment, you're even better. Have a wonderful night. Bye.